And then, the product is kind of telling us you really don't need that as much time because we've got all this new stuff that's going to streamline and standardize. And I think for those of us that haven't, we've seen kind of the front end, web or the results on the web, but we really don't understand what's happening behind the scenes on that.
Okay.
So we're hoping that seeing that will help us understand.
Okay, well, I will give you guys an overview and show you a little bit behind the scenes. I'll use RTX because that's built on the most of the architecture and principles that the next gen product is headed toward. But I hope everybody's aware that that there's the next gen product is not something that is going to be testable in the next month. I mean, it's what I'm going to show you is the foundation of the front end and the LifeWork Connect portal, if you will. But we still have quite a ways to go to incorporate the agnostic API layer, which is critical to the whole architecture. So just being straight up there. But what you will see today will definitely, so what you said, streamlined and quick to change and stuff like that, that's definitely the goal of next gen. And you'll see that today because RTX is leveraging all that. So I think I can answer your questions, but to be clear, we have a ways to go to get the product ready for these, for clients to come onto it. That said, I'll get right into it. So just kind of terminology. So RBLE stands for Rapid Business Logic. It's based on an entire framework that my group's been doing for about the last 15 years at Conduit, 15 plus actually, where we've built about 500 sites using RBLE. The secret sauce comes down to the fact that we leverage Excel spreadsheets to do our business logic. And so, and I'm more on the developer side of things. So as a developer supporting a technical client team, I don't have to understand all the nuances of the business logic. It stays with the kind of the technical client team. Kind of at a level that we've really pushed as much as we can to there. So, to the extent that there's any issues at all, it's almost all resolved by the client team who has control of these spreadsheets. And it's a whole technology that turns that into a service. And Excel is not running on any servers. It's not the kind of the old automation thing at all, because that's not scalable. RBLE is actually very scalable in a horizontal way. So that's one impression people get. So the spreadsheet does drive it, all the formulas and stuff, and drive the logic. But kind of rest assured, it's not a clunky thing where Excel is out there trying to do stuff. Again, I'm going to jump around. I hope some of this stuff hits home and gets you the information that you need. This is just a quick overview of what RBLE is. It's a central service. It's used in many applications all over the place. And then again, at the end of the day, a spreadsheet is doing all the logic, doing all the formatting, doing all the conditional stuff, driving all the graph data. So you guys have seen the results of RBLE already. If you were to go to your own, let me get a login here. So this is Life at Work, and RBLE is embedded in Life at Work already. Just show you quick so you see the front side of RBLE. So this is HCA, and most of you guys maybe seen this on this retirement planning on your own Life at Works at Conduit. So this is all driven by spreadsheets that are managed by our team. it's just an interactive display that helps you do your retirement planning. All of this is basically Life at Work just hands over the ability for us to render this, and then our service takes care of the rest of this. So if there needs to be a tweak in this, like if we had to tweak it for CARES or something like that, here's where you're not talking about a code like change. So you're not working with developers. Actually, the technical team makes the changes, and there's no interaction with me or the Life at Work team or anything like that. And these changes can actually be managed through an online portal. So if they had to add an input here, for instance, for HCA, which I think is exactly what happened in this case, it doesn't even get to developers. It's all done by technical people in the spreadsheets, technical business people with business knowledge. Another most of this is Life at Work, but there's two places. Is it that? Where's the this one right here? So this is similar. This is just basically RBEe coming in, formatting graphs and tables, and I haven't been in here for a while, but this again, all this content and whatever logic is involved for the display of this is not at a developer tier. It's at a tier in which, literally you could make a change that shows up in QA and be pushed to prod in, a matter of minutes. So that's sort of that's what kind of excited people. It's also, you got to make sure you have good business controls over what you're doing, because you don't have kind of developers to save you in that whole long process, which can kind of save you. You need to make sure you know what you're doing. You can't really like destroy a site, but it's very easy to get things from test to prod and very quick. So that's a little bit of the front end side of it. So moving to the back end, I said that this is all managed by business people, and what I'll show you here is a peek at how that happens. We have a management site, and in here, this management site does a lot of things, but the key thing I'm going to show you is we have CAD applications. That's exactly, so when you're looking at this right here, that whole thing is managed by two things. Let's see, I don't know what number is HCA. Is that it? Probably not. This is probably, so HCA is probably 157. So these are the two views that generate this look, or one view that generates that look. So that's the update process, is to manage these things, push them through test, approve them, get approval and stuff like that. But it's all done right here. The calc engines, those are called views. The calc engine themselves, you can see here that this all this stuff, this service is driving clients. If I slow down, you can see client names, and I have rights to see all the calc engines. So there's all the Life at Work shark fin calc engines that are driving it. So again, if we needed to change this, 505 is conduit, I think. We needed to change a conduit calc engine. You'd come in here, you'd download, there's checkouts and approves, and you can promote things from live to test, and that's really how it's done. So again, you're not going through you're not going through a build and a coding and requirements that go to a developer. But rather it stays within the experts who are the client team and
So Tom, does this replace like the old RBEe, or RapidM still comes into play and this just
We
configures
aren't
differently?
using RapidM. I think that there is some parallels. I'm not familiar with that, but I've had that question several times. So,
Okay.
so,
And the other
so
question I have is, we're seeing the business team is going to configure this. I'm going to speak for Tom K, so I apologize if I'm overstepping, but is there some kind of training that the business team has to update these spreadsheets and know what they need to update to do what they need to do? And the second part is for an implementation.